The royals have also been involved in Ramadan this year, as King Charles allowed a Ramadan breaking of the fast meal, also called Iftar, to take place in Windsor Castle for the first time in its 1,000-year history.
With this in mind, and in the context of rising tensions caused by conflict in the Middle East, our reporter Max Davies went down to another significant Ramadan Iftar tonight, right here in Salford.
It's nearing sunset here in Salford, and Muslims all over Manchester are preparing to break their fast. Behind me, in the Salford Civic Centre, a very special Iftar event is taking place, hosted by the Manchester Muslim Jewish Forum.
The Muslim Jewish Forum is to bring Muslims and Jews in Greater Manchester closer together. So the instrumental thing was that we could do things better if we did them together. But of course, once you get an organisation going, once people start to get to know each other, strangers become friends.
The Muslim Jewish Forum explicitly concentrates on the UK, but events in the Middle East have had an effect on how they view their interfaith cooperation.
I'm pleased to say I'm very friendly with the head of religious studies at the Muslim school that I work at. When tensions rose, the very first thing she said to me was, we have to stick together even more, because at the end of the day, if there's tensions with minorities, often all minorities are targeted. It doesn't matter which minority.
The Windsor Iftar, held this week, is another example of interfaith celebrations during Ramadan. However, it hasn't been without its critics. I asked about this.
There are lots of people who I would call anti-Muslim bigots, who simply hate Muslims, who think that this should be an entirely Christian country and that no other religion really belongs here, including Judaism, when they're really honest about it. What I think about is the importance of getting our message out to the rest of the British population. When I go on very right-wing media outlets, I'm not expecting to persuade all of their audience, but as long as some of their audience have a slightly more positive view of Muslims afterwards than they had before, I feel I've achieved something.
Many interfaith organisations have folded during the last few months, but Graham Gordon has a different view in Manchester.
It's strengthened relationships, and it's also mentioned this evening that we've actually had the highest attendance that we've ever had at the Interfaith Iftar, which says a lot.